what the people of Mbale require. I thank you, sir. Sir, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, Your Excellency, for the following distinguished developments in Mbale City. Upgrading of Mbale municipality to Mbale state status. We thank you very much for that development. Your Excellency, we have so far worked on, SMED has so far worked on roads, 8.3 kilometers have been rehabilitated. We thank you for that, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, you upgraded Mbale City by bringing Uganda Industrial Park, which has provided employment of over 20,000 youth. That is a very great achievement, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we have disbursed 17.7 billion in PDM and 641 beneficiaries to households. That is improving households. We thank you very much for that. Your Excellency, the road infrastructure, we have so far worked on a total of 535 kilometers in the city. But we have only 535 kilometers in the city, but so far we have worked on only 35. So, Your Excellency, we request you, we request you to add us at least 50 kilometers so that we are divided in the roads in the municipality. We have many roads that will help us to upgrade the network. We thank you for that. Your Excellency, water, national water is working on the water sources in Mbale and on the ground. We thank you for that, sir. Your Excellency, we request you to help us and avail us a university from Mbale University, a regional Bugis University called Mbale University. Your Excellency, we request you to construct for us a cultural site in Mtoto, which will help the income, to bring income to the country of Uganda, to our city and the whole country. Your Excellency, we have a number of circles, more than 20. They have requested for your funding. We request you that you will give us a lump sum so that we can put in those circles. Your Excellency, there is some program that has been there for long. The people of the use of Gisu at association are being compensated for the families that we lost during 2016, sir. Your Excellency, the people of Northern Division during the insurgency in Teso, we had a problem. We would come and sleep in the town when the insurgency was in Teso because they were also affected. So we request you that you at least get them cows so that they can improve on the income. Lastly, we thank you for having deployed your youth in the Uganda Revenue Authority. 20 youths have been deployed in Uganda Revenue Authority and others are still pending. There are 40 in number, but some have not been taken. We request you that you expect and all these other ones also go, because these youths have been, we are represented by the whole of Gisu, and they requested me to accompany them because we are the ones who are following it. Your son Mauso is one of the people who have been following. We request you that he also be deployed, sir. I don't have a lot, sir. Thank you very much. I welcome you to Mbale. The people of Mbale have thanked you and asked me that they are going to vote for you. All family. Thank you very much. Yeah.
NRM oye! NRM oye! Babandu b'Embale mwanyala nabi hulinda muzeyi ali khali kwisanga waranikile hukanika muwulilise bulayi bindu byosisana byanakhusomesa mwawuliye. Madam Natasha Kalugire, we want to recognize you and thank you as family for accompanying your father, but also being present to sing the love demonstrated by the people towards your father and family. In recognition of the contribution you have done to this country, we thank you very much and recognize you. In the meantime, I want to recognize Captain Grace Umuroni, Vice Chairperson for Women League Eastern Uganda. We have Madam Anna Riondo Lumumba, National Treasurer, NRM Women's League. We have Honorable Moding Emmanuel, Member of Parliament, Serere County. Honorable Mudoyi Isaac, MP Ruseke County. Honorable Muloni Irene Bulambuli. Mr. Frank Gashumba, PLOU, and Madam Jacqueline, PLOU, thank you very much for coming. We have Major General Serunkuma, Wilberforce, 3rd Division Commander. Thank you. CP Laward Patrick, Deputy Director Counterterrorism. SSP Asimwe, RPC Elgon, and SPO Chom for RPC Prisons, and Brigadier Michael Kibuye, UPDF. Your Excellency, it's my humble duty now to invite the Regional Vice Chairman of Eastern Uganda, Mr. Echodu Calvin, to come and welcome you to the region, bid you farewell to the next region where you are going, and also promise the percentage you shall get from Eastern Uganda. Bwana Calvin.
Yes, most welcome. Thank you. Sorry?
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Uganda and Chairman of the National Resistance Movement Party, all the leaders, the SEC members present, the MPs, you're welcome to Mbale City. Your Excellency, allow me to welcome you to Mbale City as we conclude your campaign tour of Bugisu. The people of Bugisu have embraced your message and are here in big numbers. Mbale oye! Bugisu oye! Uganda oye! East Africa oye! Your Excellency, as we conclude this campaign tour, allow me to appreciate the following. The NRM structure for working with you and mobilizing the people of Bugisu, and especially Mbale City and Mbale District. Thank you very much. Allow me to appreciate and recognize the business community of Mbale City and Bugisu who have supported you. Allow me to appreciate the religious leaders and the cultural leaders who have all supported us. I also want to acknowledge the presence of your friend Joseph Butiko, former executive member of Chama Papedusi and chairman of the Nyerere Foundation, who traveled all the way from Tanzania to support you. Your Excellency, you have a former chairman of Soroti District, NRM, and your presidential advisor, Elasu Charles, is also here. Your Excellency, before I invite you, allow me just to say a word to the Bugisu people. I hear that the Bugisu are saying, uwefe. I want to say that the Bugisu people, you should remember what Jesus said about the issue of tribal sentiments. Jesus said there was a man who was attacked by thieves and he fell on the roadside. Even his relatives, his tribesmates came and passed by. But a good Samaritan came and helped them. I want to remind the people of Bugisu that the change, the peace, the development, the opportunity in Bugisu was brought not by tribal sentiments, but by your leadership and visionary direction for this country. Tribal sentiments will not save this country. As never saved Bugisu, will never save Bugisu. Thank you, Excellency, for coming to give us the manifesto. I take this opportunity to welcome you. Thank you, sir.
Let's stand up to welcome the national chairman, President Museveni. Oye! Mbale City, oye! Muzeyi wafo no tumwagala nyo mama naye chikulu tumwagala kufana ko Museveni wafo no oh naye chikulu
Abamasaba mulembe Uriena Makuwa Mwanyala kimirimo Mwanyala kweza mu rukiko hiya
President wabasimira okwisa mubakale
n'abasimire Bamasaba were abalinde. Now the Vice Chairperson Eastern.
Vice Chairman wa Manyanga wa Uganda.
Vice Chairman of the NRM Eastern Region.
Vice Chairman wa NRM wa Manyanga wa Uganda.
The other NRM leaders who are here, the league leaders.
Barangirisi be NRM bali ni be ku district baliani.
All the other leaders.
Ni barangirisi bosi mubiti Fabien.
I am here to present to you, together with the other leaders, the NRM manifesto for 2026-2031.
President Witirano ni barangirisi abandi who kuloborera manifesto ya NRM mu yekimiaha chirano ichiyongere burangisi.
This manifesto has 7 points.
Manifesto hii ilimo ziromo zingulu musafu.
The 7 points in the manifesto are all contributions of the NRM.
Biromo birimu musafu bihola manifesto ya NRM byositsana biri bitira mungorokana ya NRM.
In the last 40 years.
Imyaha kane chibeyo nga NRM irangiriza linambula ya Uganda.
Now, those 7, for today here, I will speak on about 4.
Huromo musafuzo shalelo President atawakaniaho siromo tsine sifursa buhulu.
The first contribution by NRM to Uganda in the last 40 years has been peace.
Ishintu shikulu humyaha kane chibeyo nga NRM buhulu niye hurera chimilembe.
Lucas.
Chimilembe ni Lucas.
Now the NRM was able to bring peace
to Uganda after a long time of trouble because of our ideology, the way we think, the way we look at society.
NRM yarera lukosiru myaha kanechi ukwira muchifonga bibifo ibyabenyumayo ngebyambaso byabandu bihali bitufuta o bihali bilayi bitsosesana abantu ta.
We don't believe in sectarianism of religion or tribes or looking down upon women.
NRM ni president sibafikirisa inza uzauhana ibao izira kamarambo kamarambo ni uzi hukabanisa maba bahasi ni inza uhana ibao tawe
Okusosora.
Husosora obenza uhana.
We don't believe in husosora of tribe, religion, or gender.
NRM sifikirisa inza uzauhana ibao yeka manambo oba ni uhutsiria oba hubagasi oba bebasetsata hutsiria hunayo.
Abantu abami bagemeremo okusindika mbalaba mwena mbalengera. The people behind don't push, you are going to cause accident. Now, because of that ideology of no sectarianism, we have been able to create a national party that wins the elections at first round. The NRM is not a kitongo, it is a chibina.
Your Excellency, chibina. Chibina NRM.
Now, that means the politics is stable in the country in the last 40 years.
Politics. Arvina Shaterera, Mbao, Yehurera, Yehusolana, Oba, Husumbuana Tawe, Yadera China, Chimile.
But also, it has enabled us to form strong national institutions like the army, the police, the prisons, the intelligence services, which are able to defend peace in Uganda.
Government yabange iyongera bibina bitongole bya government nga biyongera kamani nga bitongole bya polisi kamaje ni ba prisons byabanga biyongera kamani ni ukongera kimirembe mu Uganda.
So that is our first contribution to Uganda in the last 40 years.
Shina iromenyoa isi NRM isi rerere kuzwesesena linambali Uganda.
Lukosi
isi NRM isi rerere.
The second contribution is enkulakulana, development.
Irome habili iye kuzwesena gurera inzingisa. Inzwesena iye inzingisa.
The development is not translating well.
Eh?
Simon Mulongo, where's Mulongo?
Mulongo?
They say, they are saying you are not, they are quarreling with you. Murongo used to speak rumors about Bulai. Okay. So, the second contribution is development.
Sindu se habiri nienzo watsowana.
The development has two parts.
Inzo watsowana ilimo bisinza bibiri.
There is economic infrastructure.
Iliyo byefuna bibimika kumusingi.
Umusingi gw'ebyenfuna.
Kumusingi kwe byefuna.
That is one part of development.
Eso sisinza sinyowa sibyinzo watsowana.
Economic infrastructure.
Kumusingi kurera inzingisa.
Then there is social infrastructure.
Yabao inzo watsowana ye babantu nga kumusingi.
Emisingi y'embeera y'abantu.
Kumusingi kuwamba kumbera ya babantu.
Now, on the economic infrastructure, you are talking about the roads, electricity, telephones, piped water, the railway, the telephones.
Ari kumusingi nimburekerese balebe kumusingi kukunyoa kwebyanze waswana momuli singudo muli sirerwe lyo muli kumuliro kwesinya kasi namwe kamasanyalaze ebe byosi biba kumusingi kwenzingisa kunyoa.
So here in Mbale, in Uganda, you can audit and check what has been done in each of those items.
Erawe nae sikunyala kwemika kwelenga mubindu bino byose kufunira musinza sefe oba lugudo oba kamasanyalaze oba kolasi kumanye sina sese kunyalisire kukholawo.
I have the whole file here for Mbale district and Mbale city. It's a big file here.
Ngembalo mirandi mungono mase indi ni failo obazimbulu pusi sisirimo bintu bino byose sana bya musinza se.
And it shows what the roads which have been done, which I also know.
Era chokesa na buli stwera sese kunyalisire kukola oba lugudo oba kabasanyalaze oba kamezi byose ni nabyana.
We have repaired the road from Tororo to Mbale to Soroti to Rira many times.
Ni nanyo munyamwa bujulisi lugudo lwa Metororo lubira Mbale lwaze Soroti ni hutumao nga chose kwasinga na kwamilisa pye.
The road from Nakalama, Namutumba, Tirinyi, the Budaka, all the way to Mbale was Maram, and we tarmacked. It was the NRM which tarmacked that road.
Kana mukhabulire muli lugudo kwama Iganga khubire Tirinyi khubire Budaka uingira na Mbale abakhale lulwa Maramu busa lweliroba nari khwalumirisa ni kama bale kesi zungu lulipye.
Now the road from here to Butiru, to Bugobero, to Buburo, to Bumbo, to Ruaha was tarmacked by us.
Ikhabana nyamujulira muli lugudo lulwama Imbale Bumbobi khubire Bubulo khubire Bugobero Butiru kholelo akhaha anari khwalupa kola silwa amiliya pye.
Now recently we started working on the Mbale, Budadiri, Namagumba, Narugugu road.
Era luna khulokana nikhile khuramba khulugudo lwe Budadiri lwama Mbale lwabira luza paka na Rugugu ezikhulomera abantu nanikhilekho.
Now in the file here, I see that the roads which are being planned.
Eresi nomina ngendi khulula mu pulpusi chase ni nacho hamba ne singudo chase banyase khuramba.
The ones which I talked about have already been done.
Kana mbone singudo se pakani khilekho ba tiramba.
But the one we are going to do now, new ones, are
tsingudo tsintsha khaisi khusa khurambakho nitsyo tsino
Nabumali, Butaleja, na Mutumba Road, 90 kilometers.
Nabumali, Butaleja na Mutumba.
The money is available for that road.
Kampesi ira khakafunire kaliwo ira khusaunanekha khuramba khubale mumbakho mungono birayo ngebyo.
Mbale Nkokonjeru Road. Mbale Nkokonjeru Road.
Mbale Bugobero Road. Nalo basa khuramba.
Nkokonjeru.
Nkokonjeru ingali. Kutsapakewa nale basa khunanikhakho.
That one is a short road, it is 20 kilometers.
Erama lukutolo lumbi busalo khuba lumo kilomita nga kama khumikabili kongene.
The other one of Butaleja is a long one, 90 kilometers.
Luluame na mali lubira Butaleja paka na Mutumba uloluleyikho lumo kilomita chola kama khumisienda.
Then we are going to do Buburo, Bududa, Mbale, Circular Road.
Era kulukuza kwa lukulukudo luche Bududa nga lwame bubulo lwasola yukhilira ebududa lukusolurambako.
That is 28 kilometers.
Lweno lulu kilomita kama khumikabili na sinani.
There is one of my towns which people have been bypassing.
Ilyo shifo shase isi bandu bakhola tsingudo nibebera tsinduro.
This is Magale.
Itawuni yasiye Magale.
When the road was going through Ahaha, me, I knew it was passing through Magale.
Iranga bule kukola lukudo lucha irwa haha ebena ambasandi lwamemba lwabira imagale kanatawe.
But when I went there, they had left Magale on the side.
Iranga nabero nakulo kanabala khematkale kundro.
Even this Bududa Circular Road, I thought it was passing through Magale.
Iranga ambasandi lukudo lo circular silomera kholo lwebududa na ambasandi manyalubira magale kanatawe.
But the other day when I went there, they said no, it is also passing somewhere else.
Iranga nakulonga nabere ne ba khebisa balita lwabira kundro.
So we are going to do that road from Kufu to Magare to Namisindwa back to the Tarmac Road.
Era kulukuza kola kulugudo luluame kufu lubire bukhaweke nambola lwabire poto lwabire Magale khutse ni bumbo bafuna colas.
Now the chairman talked of some other smaller roads which I will study and see how to support.
Chairman bama kuimikhana bana sicholongo bainare bakanikhile mu memorandum syabwe babala singudo tsindisi ngana khuza kuimenielesa.
The chairman here.
Chairman wanana. We Mbale City.
So those roads, because the major ones, I have all of them in my head. Now on telephones, you all have telephones now. Mwese mulina amasimu. Now electricity is available everywhere except to put it in more, to download it in other more points. Now I was looking in the file here for the water.
Let me see Kamezi.
Hambone Kamezi. Umukulali kulula mubuli pusi yewa kana abonera burone. Mifuka balebe mifuka urekerese. Kamina nata.
There is a lot on the water.
Biro bindi bingi byesi ukholere kubindi bye kamezi.
I think this is Mbale district.
Ano ifana district ya Mbale ino.
Yes, Mbale district has got 613 villages.
Mbale district ini bibyalo villages bimya bisesaba niliyo 16.
Now 484 of those have safe water.
Abimya bine ni kamakumi sinane na bine ku byalo ebyo byafuna hale kametsi kamalayi.
This is 79% now.
Esyo simanyisa siri kusimya niko kamakumi musanvu na sienda.
This leaves only 129 villages without safe water.
Kama hulundi bibyalo biramire nga bisiri kufuna kametsi kamamiliyo nibiri kamakumi kabiri na sienda.
So in the coming government, this is what we are going to work on.
Kimini makisa kuna ni hama government ira honga kwa mali kulonda niyo hoba na kuli bibyalo biramire kamakumi kana sienda bina bikole bwa bifuna kametsi kamamiliyo.
To maintain the 79% already with water and extend to the 21% without.
Kama hulundi kana kuongera kumilisa ni kuandaliza kamezi kakaliwo ate kuombekheni kamezi kama ya hakafune kamezi kama miliyo mu byalo biramire.
I think this water is mainly either boreholes or gravity flow water.
Kama hulundi kamezi sisi ndibanda na kafurisa kakandi kana ikondo ne kakandi kanje kubanga barambisa kama nike kumwiha.
But then there is piped water in many towns. Mbale municipal water.
Iranga ndikubona kamezi mu bulbuza se birimba bifurisa bindi kamezi municipal ya Mbale ni birimba bindi.
Nakaloke Town Council.
Nakaloke ngamulire.
Nabumali Town Council.
Ina malinga mulire.
Jewa
ngamulire.
Bulirabi.
Ibulabi ngamulire.
Nambale.
Inambale ngamulire.
Momi Muyanda.
Moni ni Muyande ngakiyo.
All these are water, piped water.
Abosi bafuna kamezi kakatimira mpipe.
And there are other projects which are going on. There are so many here.
Era kulini inamba ya kimilimo mingi bisa kiambaka ni kamezi isi ndikubonana.
But what is interesting is the water for production.
Arise sinandika neno mako niye kamezi karambisibwa mu byebulimi ne bubwayi.
For irrigation.
Aba kamezi ke khutsukhilira bilyo.
Now, for the drinking water, the ministry is planning to expand the water in Busiyu, Nakaloke, and Nabmali.
Erando kuba ngasandi biamba kanani kamezi kakayeta khutsukhilira bilyo ni byebuli byefe ni bisoro byefe kulini kamezi kase khurambiwa kho ni ba agriculture ministry bifo byesi amakubala khebe.
But coming to the water for production, there is Wabukasa Communal Valley Tank.
Nezi khulomera khulini kamezi keasi kesi babusanisa nga ibukasa.
Wabukasa. Something like that. Then there is a Wabukasa solar-powered irrigation scheme.
Kwabani Wabukasa kama ni Kenyanga iskwamisa ho kumuriro kwesinyakazi.
Then there is a Nankusi solar-powered irrigation scheme.
Era kwabani Nankusi esi khurambisa kamesi na khubani kumuriro kwesinyakazi.
There is another place called Chibumbire.
Eliyo sifo sindisi lwange wali Chibumbire.
And Kadebede.
Ne Kadebede.
And then there is an Namatala irrigation scheme.
Khwabani amala inamatala isi bahula kamesi ne batsukhilira birimwa.
Then now you come to the railway.
Ali kwesa khukenda kwewe rusenzule lwe railway.
You have seen we are repairing the railway to Kampala, to Lira, to Pakwach. I saw it in the air, it is already being repaired.
Ngenya bandu bembale mwabona irere kuwa metro ibira mumbale muno iri kutsa soroti bana nika hukingona ngona hukirenga kharenge kwa mara khalio kungona irero ya mai malaba kutse Kampala ne eri khabakiramba.
Very soon trains will be going from Tororo or Kampala to Gulu and back.
Erezi khuloma mumboke khaliale ita kutsa khuvuna ligari litsa khubanga lisaba bandu kwa metro bakendera murr paka batse banyabola pakwachi babire Gulu era ni kwa mai malaba kutse Kampala ngabali khubirira khurero.
This is all economic infrastructure.
Bini byasinga kwagusira atwera nibyo kumusingi kunyowa kwe musingi kwe byefuna.
Now, when I come to social infrastructure,
Ganatire kubye inzo aswane babandu.
I can see here, Mbale district has got 69 government primary schools.
Aringe FM district yembali kuli ni kamasomero kola kama homekasa 77.
Mbale city has got 59.
Alikwezira musirimba sibofu
159. No, 59.
Ngoheze musirimba sibofu syembale bani kamasomo kamalekero bakamasomero kola kama homekarano na sienda.
So altogether, there are 128 government primary schools.
Iranga kwabi katira atwera kufuna kamasomero seniors twera ne kamahome kabiri na sinane.
But our policy is to make sure that there is a government primary school per parish.
Ingana hubu kabusandi fe namba yefe NRM yo huwa buli gombolola ibaho nelisomero lyangaki.
So all the parishes that do not have government primary schools will get. We shall continue until they all
Eramba
get.
ngasandi baba buli kimiruka basi wode buli wode bakumuruka kusafuna lisomero twetera lyebuna nehero lya primary.
Now the secondary schools, Mbale district has got 16 government secondary schools.
Ngakwasire kumasomero ke habiri ka senior Mbale city elini kamahomero likumena kisesa.
And Mbale city has got 5 government secondary schools.
District yembale likumena kisesa ba ali Mbale city kaba karano hengone.
So altogether they have got 21 government secondary schools.
Ngokwakatira atwera yuko kamasomero ka secondary oba ka senior kama homekabiri na litwera.
Now all these are part of the social infrastructure.
Bino byosi sana biambakana ni inzo aswana si kholasye babana.
And together with the economic infrastructure, they form what we call development.
Era byombi ngwabirera atwera kumusingi kwebyefuna ni kumusingi kwesi kholasye babandu esokulanga kuli inzo aswana.
Now that is our second contribution to Uganda.
Esyo nisindisye habili isokulamo lifenga NRM khwarera mukhwitsusirawo era khuyimbisa linambo lyefera Uganda mbyenzo aswana.
In 1961,
Kumwaha kwalu kumulenda kasesa banamutwera
I was at Ntare in the Ntare school.
abe ndi muku wakalibwa musinia yelisomero lyentare imbarara.
And we had many boys from all parts of Uganda, including Bugisu.
Khwamani basoleli bakalisa baele nga khusomani nabo nga balabama ibukisinena.
Boys like the Saguri, like Muyonga, like Murongo. There were so many boys. Wamakuyu, they were coming from here all the way to Ntare.
Era male babo bameno amakubala ne kamasina webududa wano wenga akibidadiri bosi basoma ni naye wisoma lyentare.
Why were they going to Ntare?
Burasina beta intare.
This is because there were only 6 A-level schools in the whole of Uganda.
Ilo merindi obasifu na silindi mumbukei kama somero ka haya ka senior 5 senior 6 abe kalika sisa bakone kongene mwina ambolya sizana ya Uganda.
That was Budo, Kisubi, and Ntare for boys.
Abwe na Budo, Kisubi ni Ntare, Buderi Buganda, Kisubi Buganda, ni Ntare Binyankole abe niko kataruke basololi.
Then for girls it was Namagunga, Nabingo, and Gayaza only.
Atiba hanaba na kuboka taru, Nabingo, Gayaza, ni Namagunga.
So when I come here and I find that in Mbale district alone and the city, there are 21, at that time, schools like Namar were only O-level.
Mumbuke yo muhareba na malita numbali abali ku senior 4 O level abesi ni senior 5 senior 6 A level tawe.
Teso College was O-level. No school in northern eastern Uganda was A-level.
Haba kwa ama ubukhiha mkono mulai webukisu ibwamenyanga abeka masoma kosi kakama kusibena seli 12.
So when I come here and I find that there are 21 secondary schools in Mbale district alone, Mbale district and city, I feel very happy.
Bali besiyangisa ni mwire ubanga bisere byo bukisiyo sisana ninga akabe kama sodomba ka senior 5 senior 6 na nari Mbale sirimba ni Mbale district huratwera bani kama somero kama 12 na litwera sindi sio bananga sibo funali.
You can check how many of them are A levels. I don't have time to check that.
Era singo ubalamona anubani kama somero kaza huola A level na senior 6 era kano banenga mangibisu.
So that is our second contribution.
Esion jesi de sefenga NRM sesi kulere kubumbisa kuitusawo muzo na Uganda ga sisi ndise habiri.
Now this brings me to our third issue.
Arisino sindera kromo yefe ye hataru.
And this is a question to all of you.
Ari bale bemrekeresa bakana kubareba sirebo ari kuzukuro me hataru gana kubareba sirebo.
There is a katonyerera, slight drizzle.
Aliyobu hafula halihu muhamina na haliyo hafula halihu mwanyakala mwehalil hesimoli. Bola mwehalil.
So the question I normally ask my audiences is the following.
Ngana hubarebe nyobandu badukunde keresa ni mreke sirebo sino mwire.
In Mbale now, you have got many good tarmac roads.
Mbale obebu kisinen mulini zingu desekola singalibus.
Interdistrict roads, but
zingu dese mukari mubirimba kwa ma ku district za ukindi.
But also from within the city.
Era ni musirimba mukari mubwene nga wakende Mbale ubonanga kola si ukenda bwera.
But the question is, where do you sleep at night? Do you sleep on the tarmac road?
Bale besire bosieza inywenywe muni singutanga licho nenga bwele musa kukona mukona kungude cyane mwe mukona wayi
mugonere hunguto
bali bakona kulukuto ta bakonengo mukonengo papa bali bakonengo
mugonere wa
mukona wayi
mugonera mungo
wakona mungo
were asimibwe
bali were asimibwe nabi amina.
Now if you don't sleep on the tarmac road, if you don't sleep on the tarmac road, if you don't sleep in a school, if you don't sleep in a health center, and you go back and sleep in your home, the poverty you left at home in the morning, when you go back, it will be waiting for you.
Ali buda mbisi ulekalengo kumuthingo rabuda mingo wacha hungu deso masomero ko waine ngawele yombo tu ya buda mbwene bakulindi sisine sirio
buda mbe buwarekere mungo kumacha
kumuthinyi
bodayo bukwaniriza
buda mbe bwesi ulekere yingo kumuthinyi ngabukubolayo nibo bukwakanira
bugamba ntukulikayo mu lukiiko tukyali wano
butambi kulamolya warura Yesu wama mu lukiiko nebonda kulyana.
So that's why we say this is a very big problem for many leaders. They can't really handle it.
Kama kulundi silelo member funali kwa haba ni byesi kubalire hebi ne butambi mungo bwakulindire urro bulekayo ukobola obutu yayingo.
Because many of the leaders talk about development, meaning roads, schools and so on.
Barangize bakalinga bakanika balinze wasewana bakanika zingudo bakanika kamalekero kamasomero bakanika kama kangiro kamalwaliro lezi bakanika khufune yiti.
But in the 1960s I started disagreeing with leaders.
ese myaka keka sesa bange silumwele na khabisana nabi ne barangirisi babarangisa tsingudo ne bindi babienza watsawana.
Even by that time, these roads, some of these roads were already tarmac, all the way to Kabare.
Ere khabuli na myaka keka sesa tsingudo tsifurisa bukali kwa meno kuchapeke Kampala ni kule Kabale ba kupakolas.
When we came to play cricket at Teso College, the road was tarmac all the way, I think, up to Soroti.
Ere khabuli nga kwetsire kwinya kuminya kwefwe kwetsimimbo kumpira kwetsinimbo ne yanga nabi kutu yanga khabana yo by Nicholas.
In 1965, that's why, therefore, from that time we said, please differentiate between development and wealth. Enso atwana no buyindifu, separate the two.
Bale beni murekerese mkhulakhulo mali si khuluna binga khukana khonzo atsawana khwabu hasye inzo atsawana ye kumusingi zikhubalilekho ni byefuna buyindifu mutsingo ni mubana.
In Swahili would say tofautisha kati ya maendeleo na utajiri.
Mkhulakhulo mali muri Swahili omuli wakhawawo khasya inzo atsawana solanguli maendeleo ni ifuna ye buyindifu ni salangali utajiri.
The development is ours.
Inzo asene solomekhe yeyo yesinguta nibindi ibyefefesitsana.
But the wealth is mine as an individual, as a family, or a company.
Ne ifuna ye buyindifu ikuamba khewengo omundu mungo mwowo atweni babandu bo.
So some people have been listening to, when we came into the government, we started putting forward that message.
Era khebuliranga kwetsire mu bunyala bandu bakalia besi bafukiriso babasimanya sindiso bulaita.
Some of the people listened to our message.
Era ndukana mu rekerese bali bandu bali ku rekeresa hali barekeresire ni murekerese bale.
Like there is Mudebo. Let's see what Mudebo did.
Ifamu ino ili imazachi natandika mini mwajange lino balugendo lwanje ngindina makwekwe natandika ngende kubaya kafu yange yenyowa ejintu nejiba yange jirange tsara ye kabi na jirange babula natandika na kolera she kubonerako Mbale ngengona mu housing estate mwaka 1918 neza emazachi hano nagulaliswa nazagala anganongera paka nafuna bubalayi wezi eka zibiri ni kakatu ni butikitiki budatu zikafu hano kusawe eno ndiwoni zikafu zine zesi ikama mabere zikafu zine zino zindetera mabere lita enkaga naza mumoni nga yose ngabirako batu zinano zikafu nga nakuwere kafu ikulu ngayi ikafu yikola chini wenga inyowa iba yose munsi ye kabiri aba yo mwayi nazecho che kubonerako nagabirako Mr. Odeje idayi umarudye nga bayisa batu era sawayi ongobo serese nanu ikafu inanu nese mugongo gutamagose sese opakwe nanu inanu imosi yongem nefuneche na chirozo kutandika kuba ya zikafu nikuba nizimwanyi nikulima madoti ekulirenga baba wose late Wilfred Madaba angane buying officer wezimwanyi mu Bugis Cooperative Union kale nga nakulira makaga afana gati nabonanga bufunisi bulimo bulayi nalombe nasenga nezere kukula Katonda apere mani nasena akakukola ki nakakukola kyesi nebonerako nenga zimwanyi zilimo mapesa magari zimwanyi zino ifunamo kilo kasanvu 5 kilo ejitunda mutwala gude na mu 12 mu mwaka nafuna milioni 9.
Now, you can hear Mudiebo. You can hear Mudiebo. You have heard what he's saying in our local language.
Bale beni murekerese bwama kubona ku filimi nyimbi ng'omusakhulu Mudiebo ali khukanikha khu bindu byesanya aliso khukhola bibirera izingisa.
Because of understanding our message of wealth, don't get diverted by development which is for all of us. Please concentrate on the wealth in your home. Because of that, when he was here in Mbale, he got a haifa.
Bale benga murekerese ngo mbone filimi yoera papa ali khubabolera ali bandu bakali mukanikha huzo wasewana ya buli mundu nga tsingudo nebibindi khwebirira inzosano y'omundu ni mungu mwewe ni babandu babushere nga ino omusakhulu Mudiebo n'amakukanikha era alomali omusakhulu Mudiebo nga gamendi ino yerize mumunyala besile khwakanana ni burangirisi bwa NRM bamufunira ihafu yekhubaya.
Then he started selling milk here in the town.
Era ihafu yonge anikhe kamabele anikha khukusasa kamabele ko mutawuni muno.
Then 2018, he bought some 2 acres in the village.
Kumwaha kwa 2018 era anenekhani khukulisa simos.
And he planted coffee.
Era byala bunyasi bwesihafu era byala ne tsimwana.
He's now getting 90 million shillings. The cows, he transferred some of the cows. He's getting 60 liters per day now.
Tsihafu abenga akhama afuna liters zola kama kumikase sababu linakho.
And he sells them.
Era kulisa.
Then in addition, he has got coffee, which he's selling, and he's getting 90 million shillings.
Era ni tsimwani khulekha khukhama tsihafu ni khukulisa kamabele ani tsimwani zile salima akulisa atwera afuna milioni zola kama kumisienda buli kumwiko.
And where he was operating from Sironko, there's no tarmac road there.
Arikhembare khomrekeresi isa ali khuromera ebindu byewe byosi tsingafu tsimwani mba tsingudo tsekola sita.
Let me show you another man from Serere.
Nimrekeresi aliyo omundu kundi sigana mubone nga ameserere itesi nimulolere bulayi hani. Era munamubona bona nimulolere Simoni kufilimu. Simoni kufilimu.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I am the proprietor of Taifa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Taifa we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that master business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the taxi came first. And the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. And I was very famous for local chicken. So but then local chicken were not answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Taifa Farm we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day, and each tray goes at price of 10,500, So approximately 3 million, about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Taifa. So after selling the layers, that money, I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with the 4 cows, but you know, I have multiplied very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do artificial insemination. And then I also got a vet who was able to train some of us here with the...
Now, Joseph Ijara, the one you are seeing there, is operating from Serere inside there, away from the tarmac roads.
Arambira abundu bali serere mukariye teso aliho ambini lukudakola sitawe.
When he heard my message of wealth creation,
ngezire kulira injili ya mzeyi iye byefuna ngomundu ni babana.
In 2012,
kumwaha kwa 2012
he left his job of taxi driver and went back to do poultry farming for eggs.
Abwenale hakimira mokewe ze hutimisa simotoka zefa zira abantu taxisi akobala ingo era kuba ya tsingo.
When I visited him some months ago and I took that film, he was getting 310 trays of eggs per day.
Era mali abwenanga atireyo abirayo isambira ifilimi mama kuboneyo abere ni almali afuna kamaki rute lwe kamaki sango tray tinderu bimya bitaru ne likhumena tsibili,
which was giving him 3 million shillings per day.
Era ngawakulisire kamakiko afuna million kama pesa ka Uganda million sitarubulunakho lunahululu.
Then he was selling more than 300 liters.
Era kulisa ni kamabere kakatuma liters bimya bitaru
of milk per day.
Era kamabere ko bulunakho.
Now recently when we were there, he said, no, I have doubled. I am now getting not 3 million per day from the milk and from the eggs. I'm now getting 6.8 million shillings per day.
Bali bene murekere says, unakulonga alikukende gakiyo abirayo umuleba mbole aliye osyamba sabikhale ebyo bimya bitaru anali ina khola bimirundi kibiri bimya bisesaba isingulisa kamabere buli lunako.
That is more than 2 billion shillings a year.
Kama kulundi ngwabalira mukumwiko kumufu kimya siri kumena kibiri abafuna kama kingwe kabiri ni hutumao buli kumwiko.
All from 2 acres.
Ebyosi abikolanga alini liswa liyewe lini ikasibiri chongene.
Now you may say these are big ones. Let's see whether there are smaller ones who have just started with PDM.
Munyamalo mamuli abo babo funabi nefe ba PDM bananikhelo nakhulo kuli waise kubonera khembo kese siye kubonera ko bandu beyasi.
The one who have just started with the Bugisu area.
Ina kunanane kadi nabo anano mu
Sejo na mahona na mina mufiriki sutuma wanu manafwa ina district Makenye South County. Ganaverawo muzi akanisira kampesi ketu ka BTM. Acha wona bibiri satu. Ate toro muna banga amba singitesi yabe milioni. Bambere milioni no lango. Abe ni kombe hafu. Ate nafune hafu yuna mitwale sambu. Mitwale sambu yenga nakule uneyo. Nama kirinda kambuka abone hasiya iroha ati kulisa milioni ndwela mitwala abiri yakasaba kikana 18 ari mpesa kakana hona akula simbisi siliwo abo kwa imbisi ndwela na kholendi na kulisa nongela hona ko hafu yendi nei ali ndibula inyo hanya kama vele hafu yenenje kuna forma kama vele tamusambu na kulisa ho tatirana sikome sikulisa singili lita singili 10 ntengo 5 kunana wiki ali singi sisinjetaho anatsa sepingaho kumwezi ali kumwezi honga nasepingiroho nirame byanjeta buna ubwayibuli niye sisinjeta nabe kunyoho kubiza tatsibiritsi kale neba sanyo ate kumala nakulisaho kale kile isanyo ho muzeyi icyahorera simbi sisiyanga nakulisaho habitsi hanjeta bunyasi hanjeta holya kale ali neba samuzeyi icyahorera ayahorera sindu siramo nabi debora ngose buli bobuli akala kumutano kwendini nako.
You can hear the testimony of this one here, Nyamukono. When he got the money, he bought that cow. And the cow is giving him 7 liters. And he's selling some of it. And now he has got, the cow has given birth to a calf. So the message to all of you is that all of you must get out of poverty. That's why we are saying we are sending 100 million shillings per parish per year for PDM. And this is not the only money we are sending. We have got a myoga money. Before we were sending Ntandikwa, then NADS, then Operation Wealth Creation by the Army, we are now going to increase the money of parish model to add 15 million. That one is for the leaders to borrow from the local leaders. Then we are going to have a fund for the religious leaders per parish of per diocese or per Muslim district. That is just for the religious leaders, not for the ordinary Christians and Muslims. Those can go to the parish. Then the cultural leaders also we shall have a fund for them separate in their kingdoms. The message is that please, this is not football or athletics where you have got players and spectators. We don't want players for wealth creation and then the others who are just spectating. Everybody must be a player in the field. Now we have also created a fund for university graduates. If you are a university graduate and you have not got a job for 2 years, you should go for that fund.
Elesi nomena kwarere wesawu ya burawa isawu ya burawa inesa kuramba ku bantu baba amalire kusoma kamasomo keangaki gasitiguli.
So all this is to beg you to get out of poverty.
Balebe musafula kulomali bino byose iri kuikonzerere buli mutwera arure mu butano.
Now, this is contribution of the NRM number 3.
Era sino siba sinto se hata rusibo ofisisiene se NRM kwa manga yitsa mu bunyala kumukwalu kumulwenda chinana mukaga ni khora.
My video here is full of many success stories in Uganda. People have woken up.
Era ndi kuloma ndisi kulyano bantu benyukhile basisimuke mwina mulese bali kusisimuka.
And it's not just the individuals who have woken up, it has contributed to the whole economy.
Ero seri bali ndoko bantu bali kufuna ifuna yawe busanga bantu ta nesino sibanga sirera kubusanisa musawu yiye byefuna lyeni namu.
As I speak now, we have got surplus of everything. Everything is in surplus.
Ere sinomena ngawatirire khulula byesi khurusa khuli nibindu byesi khurusa mubukali bibitoma byesi khurambisa nifabele.
Maize in surplus.
Mayindi nasimia arokurusa mayindi mukali na kufurisa ngani khulya bindu kwakulisa.
Bananas.
Kamatore madote.
Milk.
Kamabele.
Cement.
Semindi.
The all cassava.
Mwoko.
Sugar.
Suhali.
All those are in surplus, which is another issue which we don't have time. But when we checked, by 2021, there was still 39% of the people who were outside the money economy. Only working for the stomach. So that's how we introduced PDM. When I introduced PDM, when I checked last time, 67% were now in the money economy, 33% were still outside.
Mubuyindi fakari usalisata baba kusimia kama hume kataruna batara.
But nationally we are producing so much. Coffee is now like 12 million bags. We used to have 3 million bags. We are now producing 12 million bags.
Adini murekere sesinanazi. Si mwani ngabene kuita munyala. Abere hukulisa tisawo sola milioni sibiri siongeni. Na ari hukulisa angaki wesi milioni situ mali kumena chibiri.
Tea, we were at 3 million kilograms. We are now at 60 million kilograms.
Abenga wapimira ku kilo ibaza ka milioni sitaru alikwatu anga kibimya nebimya.
So the individuals have got out of poverty and the country is having more wealth, but there are people who are still in poverty. These are the ones we are struggling with.
Ikhabanga kudiba bantu bakalimani nile bolile hungasiye ha taruhunga kisi bafune nda ibisenga eyo ne kusini babantu bashiri kola wata esingaloma government yewe ngachamu mu mwiko kicha kuna nakho ndikirano abo babara mabesa sakhuraho kamani.
You saw Ijala there because they are rich now. They were giving me cows. He was forcing me to take a cow.
Ina mukhabulira wena zinasirei bantu basangalira baliya khwakhwambire hafi.
So please, let's all of us get out of poverty. The way is there.
ali kama khulundi si khulu nayo fesi khubenga khurura mu butambi lwekhuba khwarire kimikhosi ke khumalawo butambi.
Now the fourth word I want to end up with today is jobs.
balebe ilomo yekhane khwabalile sitaru khwamalile ilomo yekhane khulu